Everyone clap loudly, please.
Yes.
I eat your energy for breakfast. Thank you so much.
You live for that.
I do.
What's better, the coffee or the applause?
Oh God, the
The
applause.
applause, sure, of
I
course.
think that when I go to sleep at night, I'm imagining Carnegie Hall and Jessica.
Right.
Jessica. So this is, have it be real after a year and a half feels really good.
Right.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. This is the first time that you've been in front of an audience in a year and a half.
You don't know me well. You know me well now. This is sustenance for me. So thank you. I'm a vampire for your claws. What else say people say
Claws. That's what Klingons do. They claws. Yes. Well done.
Applause. I'm so smart. It's you guys that made me smart. John.
Yes.
Are you a natural performer?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
No. I also wanted, so today is what day?
Well, today is Friday. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, coming from the amazing Rio Casino Hotel in Las Vegas.
At the Roddenberry Stage.
At the Roddenberry Stage at the 55-year mission. You are live. We are live. It is Mission Log Live.
I thought you were gonna be done like 12
no.
times.
I'm John Champion and you
I'm
are.
Jessica Lynn Verdi.
There you go.
The reason why I want to get through that is I'm wearing my reds today. In the one, it doesn't.
And your pin.
My pin
Is the Mission Log pin.
Which it would not seem like a big deal because that's the show
it's a huge deal.
He gave this to me 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I've held on. I'm very sentimental, apparently.
Clearly.
Are you going to cry?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm going to break down. I'm going to walk off the stage and just break down.
Great.
Yes.
Who's your favorite? What's your favorite red shirt death?
Oh God, there are so many. I mean, wow, that really just came out of nowhere. There are some. We're trying to think of people getting. You go back to the beginning, and I actually don't think he was in a red shirt, but the first person that we saw get killed off screen from the Salt Vampire.
He wasn't in a red shirt.
Not in a red shirt, but that was truly like the first expendable death.
True.
And it kind of sets the tone for everything that comes after.
And then someone falls off the cliff as they're going to visit the doctor.
That's kind of great.
We're starting to get.
Yeah.
So I am a big Galaxy Quest fan.
Sure.
And
Yes.
I mean, there's the documentary that goes over so much about the wonderful things about that show. And Sam Rockwell plays Guy, who, without saying it, is a red shirt. And as they meet these horrible little aliens that look once cute and then turn into carnivorous cannibals.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver goes, let's get out of here before one of these things kills Guy. It is our family has gotten so much joy out of that. Just one line.
That's so good. Hey, well, we're going to introduce our guests in a moment. We do have Kayla Iacovino coming up, Adam Pranica, Smiles O'Hiron from the Roddenberrys.
So exciting.
So a jam-packed show, lots of excitement. But I want to ask you, so, you're a couple of days into the convention now. Highlights for you yesterday.
Ooh, well, can I say something that had nothing to do with the convention?
I think you can.
So I got last minute invited to go see Absinthe at Caesar's Palace, and it was raucous.
Off the hook.
It was incredible.
Yes, that was amazing.
So I'm an improviser, and the two hosts are
filthy,
incredible, funny, but clearly improvisers. So we were both every time something amazing happened, we'd look at each other.
Yeah.
It was the scariest, dangerous, erotic experience of my life. It's been 84 years.
Hey, the day is young.
Yeah, it's true. But it was a lovely experience just running around. Again, I think we did 3 laps around the vendors
wow. Did you buy anything yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, I actually did. I bought a disco mask.
Okay.
And I bought an old school journal with Sulu when his shirt is off.
With a rapier. Yeah.
It looks like the old school 80s journals. And if you turn it around, Picard and then Worf has, right? Worf is his name. Jeez. There's a batleth.
Yes.
Like when things are important, your brain goes away.
Hey, I mean, look,
it's always away from me.
And to be fair, we've been doing this like nonstop, and all the information, all your abilities just sort of fade. I figure, like my voice, I feel like by tomorrow we're going to sound like Patty and Selma. Just that'll be the show.
And I also came up with the name for my style as a voice actor as well, is Vava voice.
Vava voice.
Vava voice.
That's you.
Just Vava voice.
Yes. Yeah.
And so
Will you record my outgoing voicemail?
John.
That would be nice. So yeah, yesterday was amazing, and that was very cool to see the show. Rarely do I get to come here and go do something away.
Totally.
So that was a nice little break.
And the panel about quoting Gene Roddenberry was very nice.
That was a blast.
To hear everyone's interesting existential or nihilistic thoughts about an interesting quote.
I prefer to say materialism instead of nihilism.
Here's
but,
the thing.
you know,
You blew my mind yesterday. He said something incredible.
You thought in the 3+ years you've known me, you thought total idiot, total idiot, total idiot. And then boom, for 2 minutes, like, oh, wow, he's got something to say. Total idiot, total idiot.
Hold on.
Total
Even though I've never said that, and it's true, I think that, why would you assume that?
I can read the room.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. I'll let you know a little secret. Rod, throughout the evening,
trying to break down that quote.
He was still like, I don't get it. It
Rod
didn't
kept
sit
looking
right.
over my shoulder, like, what the fuck is this? What was my dad, huh?
Yeah.
And even my
Still
friend Scott and I are together going, I have like 2 thoughts about it too, except for the syntax is really bad.
Yes. Yeah.
What did you say it was, Scott? No, it's a travesty of a sentence or something.
Oh, okay.
It was
all right.
Something like that. It was very
so there's a different take on it. Yes. Very good.
But it's Gene Roddenberry, so it's gold, right? So
yeah. Hey, and right off the bat, I do want to thank our sponsor. Hello, Eagle Moss, Hero Collector. Thank you. If you go to, there it is on the screen, StarTrekLasVegas.com. Between now and Monday the 16th, you can take 15% off all of their amazing Star Trek merchandise using our code. It's our personal code we're sharing with you, Trek15. So grab it, get it. Eagle Moss stuff is incredible. I don't just say that as somebody who is pitching them, but somebody who has their stuff, and I love it. I know Scott has their stuff and loves it too. Yes. So
a lot of dorks in the room.
Thank you to Eagle Moss Hero Collector for that. And let's talk about what is coming up on this stage, because all of you will want to spend all of your time in here.
This is the best stage.
It is.
I mean, it's cool to watch someone that you like on a TV show talk about something and try and cry. It's great. This is
sure. Yeah.
It's been a year. Like I said, it's fun that I haven't been in front of an audience. I haven't talked to anybody in so long. I haven't gotten paid in so long.
Right.
No, we love them.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, what I love about this stage and this whole room is it has this great kind of casual cabaret feel. And it's very much unlike. Sure.
I'm going to turn into a burlesque shortly because of what I saw last night.
Yes, exactly. But coming up today, a couple of things you should be aware of, and we'll bring up some graphics here on the screen to show you. If you look at the tables around you, there are little table tents that have QR codes on either side. One of them has information about the podcast, so definitely follow us, follow our podcast. There are many to choose from at Roddenberry. The other side will show you an initiative for the Gene Roddenberry Centennial. That is coming up on August 19th specifically. August 19th would have been Gene's 100th birthday. And to celebrate, here we go. There is some fabulous stuff that you can buy, and 100% of the proceeds, we're not even talking about covering cost, all of the money goes toward charitable organizations that have an impact, that are important, that align with Roddenberry's values. So you can see
there's 2 organizations it's going to, and there's 2 different lines. So there's normal Roddenberry products or the Centennial products that's going to 350.org, which is climate change based in their charity isms. And then there's also the Trevor Project that is benefiting from the diversity line, which the Trevor Project is so pivotal in helping trans lives and trans youth, giving them resources to realize that they are valuable in this world and they should stay here. So because they are a valuable part, kind of like what Gene was saying yesterday in his quote.
Yes.
You are part of
the
it in the part of the universe.
Said just like Gene.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. So do check that out. You find those table tents, scan the barcode. It'll take you right where you need to go. And if you're sticking around, like I know all of you will.
Give them the option to
no. When you stick around, here's what you have in store today. There is a Lego build. This guy, we love him. He is the red shirt zombie Lego build. Yes.
Stop it. So It's not just so Samuel Hatmaker.
Yes,
we got to interview
who does the
him
incredible work.
He
Yeah.
was on Lego Master, the show that was hosted by Will Arnett. And when we were about to interview him, I'm like, it's you. And he's delightful. And then has done the artwork. If you've had a chance to go see those amazing Lego pieces that I didn't realize is up for auction. Is that right? Something is.
Something is. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have the money.
Yeah.
But he created a new Lego piece by himself every day and has brought enough for 50 people to make them while he talks to you.
Yeah.
Every day on this stage. And that is so cute.
This is his original design, and you get to build it and take it home. So definitely stick around for that.
And then sell it for a lot of money later.
Yeah. And there will be a new one tomorrow and a new one the next day.
Very
so
cute.
yes. We also have the red shirt cosplay mashup. I'm seeing some red shirts here in the audience.
Well, I'm command, so I don't die.
No, right. Exactly.
I know my Star Trek.
Oh, and then this is fun. Cosplay on a budget.
Okay.
Coming up today.
So
Yes.
I'm going to give you a little bit of info about this outfit. Everyone's
Okay.
like, oh my God, it looks so great. Where did you get it? It's Ruby's.
Rubies.
And it's just tailored. Go get it tailored.
Oh, smart.
Just make it look like it's supposed to fit
There
you.
you go. Cosplay on a budget.
Or gain weight so it fits you, which I have done both. Thank you, pandemic.
So that is coming up. Then there will be a horror in Trek panel today at 12:15. Yeah, we're going to talk about horror in Trek. And when I say we, I mean we and others assembled.
Pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that'll be fun. There will be more quoting Gene Roddenberry with our host Trent Venegas. Quote today about optimism. I'm looking forward to that.
Good thing I'm not there.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
More than likely.
Right. At 5:00 today, paint and pour. Yes, you will get to paint. You will get to create your very own Star Trek painting. There are limited slots available for
Also
that.
50, I believe.
Yeah,
So
50.
it is first come, first serve. So there's going to be a line here. What time is that at?
It starts at 5, but that line against that wall will start earlier.
It will also look like the line for the bar. So make sure you are
Distinguish. Yeah.
which one it is. But the first 50 people get to paint. They hang out with us. If you don't get something, I'll let you paint on my canvas with me.
Wow, that's lovely of you.
I'm saying that, but I won't really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Wear a
I'm
mask.
so
okay.
nice.
Yeah. So that, and then stick around after that because happy hour with Chase Masterson.
Oh,
and who doesn't want to see that?
Good.
Yes. Awesome.
Again, a long line for the bar.
Yeah, right. So I tell you what, we'll talk about what's coming up at the creation stage, but I think we can appropriately do that with our first guest.
I fully agree.
Yes. So let's go ahead and welcome out our first guest, Dr. Kayla Iacovino from Trek Movie, also from NASA.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know. Your credentials aplenty. And here she is coming out. Applause.
I'm so sweaty.
Welcome.
I've never met you before. Nice to see you.
John Champion. How are you? Okay, good to meet you. Hi. Welcome. And
Thank
good
you.
morning.
Good morning.
So I have a question for you. I've known you through Star Trek Las Vegas conventions for a number of years. And for a good portion of that, you've been covering it professionally for a Trek movie, which just seems like constant nonstop work running from one panel to another. But this year is a unique year. And you've been coming here and covering this for a long time. I just sort of want to get your take on the pulse of the convention, how it feels, how people are responding to it. What's the word on the street, as they say? Because I've pretty much been in here.
Yeah.
So I would love to know.
Yeah. That was something that myself and the rest of the Trek movie gang were really hung up on, I think, is what it's going to be like. How is it going to feel? And I'm pleasantly surprised that it doesn't feel that different to me this year. I mean, yeah, the masks, I think, is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's different. And we all have that sort of weight on our minds. But like what I always say, and I feel like I have this conversation every year that I've come here. And I realized, by the way, on the way here, this is my 14th Star Trek Las Vegas.
She was born here.
Basically. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
That's amazing.
I missed 2 in the last 16 years. But it's like when you come to STLV, it's like a little pocket universe. And then you leave for a year, in this case 2 years, and you come back, and it's almost like you're switched back on into that universe. It's almost like in some ways you never left. You see the same people again. The things are in the same places where you know where they are, and it's just like you're waking back up at this universe. And when you're here, your worries in real life are very far away. So there's definitely this like weight of the whole COVID situation on all of us. But I mean, I know I needed a vacation badly. I
Right.
think probably that's true for
You
everyone
call
here,
this
I
a
would say.
vacation?
So,
well-
Yeah,
yeah.
literally running, taking pictures, and then going to write articles.
Yeah, right.
Well, and this, and to be fair, like one of the things that we've learned doing this for so many years is how to streamline that. And we've definitely had years where we've gone overboard, and afterwards
Right.
we said, wow, we didn't need to do
Sure.
that much. We didn't need to write 1,000 words on every single person that was on the main stage. This is a little bit unnecessary, but
Right.
so yeah, we've been able to streamline it and hone it and figure out what needs to be done. We have a whole system where I go up in the pit, which is the area right in front of the stage, to take pictures. So I'm taking pictures, taking my SD card, putting it into my phone, uploading them to the Dropbox,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Lori Ulster and Tony and some other folks from Trek Movie are over in the press area, grabbing the pictures out of Dropbox, tweeting them with the caption. So it's like this whole, it's a
Wow.
well-oiled machine. At this
Wow.
point.
That's very cool. By the way, you mentioned something about this being your 14th Star Trek Las Vegas. So that puts us back at 2007.
My first one was
Was your-
05. I've missed two.
Oh, okay.
So I missed, what was the first one that I missed?
I feel like 14 years ago was 1990. So
Yeah.
right?
No,
Does everyone else feel that way?
But-
I was
because-
I was the youngest. person.
Well, yeah, I'm going to embarrass you in front of all of these nice people and say that I believe that I have a picture from Quark's Bar with
At the
you
Hilton.
and at the Hilton and other assembled friends around a warp core breach. Not sure you were legally allowed to be in that bar.
I was not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just wanted to make that clear.
But when what happens in
Yeah.
Vegas?
When Trekkies assemble, I know.
So
I get
as
it.
a doctor, though, are you allowed to break rules like that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
So is that in your daily work? Explain a little bit about that because she's
Yes.
very smart. Do you break rules to discover new things?
Ooh.
Too?
I mean, right. That's part of the job, right? Is science is questioning everything that you think is real. So I was talking about this. Maybe it was with you the other
More
day.
than
About,
likely because I was picking both you and your husband's brain about tell me everything like I had a doctorate, please.
well, it's great to hear people who are enthusiastic about that kind of stuff because that's where our hearts are. But being a skeptic is really questioning what you already believe to be true. It's not questioning things that don't fit your story. It's questioning confirmation. It's the opposite of confirmation bias.
Sure.
Which I should talk to my therapist about.
Are you rife with confirmation bias?
That's my
Is that-
favorite thing.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, laugh. It's sad, not and funny.
She's up here like, please clap.
Please, God, we can make fun of that too. It's a joke, guys. You're not in it. Sorry, I'm tanking right now. Keep on talking.
Yeah.
Your new slogan is Jessica.
Jessica.
Anyway, some people, the three people in the audience got that joke. But yeah, no, it is about breaking rules. And a lot of the stories that Star Trek tells are about breaking rules. It's about looking at what the rules society has set for us socially or scientifically in some cases and saying, why do we have this rule? Why, like examining it? Why is this a rule? Why is this a thing that we do? Why is this a way that we treat people?
Yeah.
And is it right? And constantly questioning that. And there's some great Picard speeches about this where he says, it's the constant battle is you're always questioning that, you're always reevaluating your beliefs. And that's what science is about too. So that's one of the things that really, speaks to me from the Trek universe is that idea.
The questing again. That we were talking about this yesterday too. There's so much scientific information going into all Star Trek, so that we do get a lot of these theories and questing minds on these thoughts too. It's kind of hard. It's kind of funny to say, well, you should believe in science, but science is always changing. That's a really hard thing to get people onto your side about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So people get confused. Well, they were wrong before. How can we trust them again? Well,
Correct.
they didn't lie to you.
Yeah.
It
It is a self-correcting process.
Correcting process.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
gave you
yeah.
the best information we had at the time. We
Yeah.
learned more. And
And we shared
We
it. with
shared
you,
it with
Yeah,
as opposed
right.
to going, no.
Yeah.
Jesus did rise after 3 days.
Stage highlights, things that happened yesterday or the last couple of days stood out to you that made for a good story on Trek Movie.
yeah. What have been to honestly, I'm always drawn to the vendors
Mhm.
hall. So that's like the panels have been excellent. There was a guest star panel the other day that was surprisingly poignant, I thought. A lot
Very
of people
cool.
talking about their experience through the pandemic, and there's a lot of really good energy on stage, and it's just nice to see that again. Rainn Wilson was here, which
Nice.
is great. I would have liked for them to talk a bit more Star Trek and a bit less The Office, but we
okay,
did get
fair.
tidbit that he has talked about coming back, and so he still has interest in
Talking about The
coming back
Office
on
is
the
like
show.
every man's dating profile. I love The Office. I love The Office.
Wow.
No, that's exactly
Oh my
that's
God.
what Bumble is. Everybody.
What do you think Dwight's favorite episode of Star Trek would be? Like,
Oh.
Think about that day, because there was some very cool stuff in the main theater, in the Leonard Nimoy Theater. There was a Vorta panel.
there is a Vorta panel
Yes.
with the Vorta. And Jeffrey Combs will be here.
I love that. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is, if you've listened to Mission Log, you just heard me gush about how awesome Jeffrey Combs is. So thrilled that he is here. There is a Discovery panel coming up. There is Ben Vereen, although hilariously, the autocorrect on the iPad, Ben Vereening. So I don't know what he is Vereening, but yes, Ben Vereen will be on stage. And there is a Shakespeare panel.
Hold on.
And
What?
yes. Okay. So
Yes, applause.
yes.
Why not?
Yeah.
We can't stop them. We need to
Of
encourage.
course. Many actors, and particularly from DS9, who have a theatrical background, you find heavy streaks of Shakespeare training in there. We did an interview with Armin Shimmerman not that long ago, and I'd say half the show talked about Shakespeare. We talked about how not only as a performer, but as a director and sort of a literary consultant, he has guided actors to get better with their performances. So that
Kind of like a
sounds like a
shared
great panel.
Acting language.
Yeah.
If you speak the English language, you can. If we can all understand the themes of Shakespeare.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Actors are obsessed with Shakespeare.
Okay, hold on. We were made to be. It's an indoctrination process.
Very good. So I tell you what, let us bring out our next guest, who has been patiently waiting in the back. He is from the Greatest Generation podcast. He is our friend, and now your new friend,
Really?
Adam Pranica.
Woo! Louder, everybody! Come on!
Hey,
We gave you coffee.
come on out.
I'm so sweaty.
Go ahead.
Welcome.
So, yes.
This is
Oh,
so
right
nice.
on.
Thank
Wait,
you.
yeah, here we go. So
Well, he brought
official.
bribes?
Ooh, STLV 2021
Whoa.
hashtag and the Greatest Generation. You're okay.
Thanks for pointing that out.
In there. You're so continental. And then I'm going to put my coffee cup in here right now
Amazing.
to make it even sexier than it was before.
Yeah.
All right.
Always wear protection.
Yes. So I like how prepared you are. You have the Greatest Generation cozies. You have the Beverly Crusher T-shirt, which is awesome.
I was told not to dress up.
Yeah.
I feel like a jerk right now.
That's
No, wait, John says that, so he's always this person. in the
okay.
room.
So look.
Everyone looks underdressed compared to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
but you have to understand
that way.
that this is a philosophy that I abide by, which is always at all points dress like you have someplace better to be. So then
I don't have one of those.
yeah, but then you've got an out. Then you've got an out. You're like, oh, but I have this thing, and then it's self-preservation. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're a sociopath. We get it.
Yeah, completely yes. And I'm gonna guess airborne
Oh yeah.
because
Last night was a late one.
okay,
Oh.
tell us about last night. What is your convention experience like?
It's mostly craps until I run out of money.
Teach
Wow,
me. Teach
right
me.
on.
I need to learn the ways.
Yeah, let's do that tonight. That'd be
Okay,
fun.
great.
Yeah, but I understand that craps you actually have better odds than a lot of other games.
I mean, that's what they say, but my odds
But it's a
haven't
lie.
been that good.
okay. For folks who don't know, tell us about your podcast, your greatest. No, it's a podcast about Star Trek. How does that work?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Okay,
As
It's
a
not about the generation that survived.
World War II.
Yes.
No.
no, and that our podcast is poorly named. When you call your show The Greatest Generation, there is some confusion about what your show is about.
Fair.
But we
But that's
named
fine.
our
People
show The
searching
Greatest
the
Generation
History Channel
because,
find you.
yeah, we named it that because Star Trek: The Next Generation is the greatest Star Trek.
Personal opinion.
And so, yeah, we just threw down the gauntlet and named our show after that show, and that's where we began.
Wait. Why is it the greatest?
there we
Star
go.
Trek?
There's the real. meat
Okay,
potato.
let's get into it now.
It's
Yeah.
because the crew of the D fought and died for all of our freedoms.
Wow. Okay, did they? Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a Greatest Generation joke.
Oh my God. Applause.
Kapla-
I'm very seasoned at explaining the jokes on our podcast.
This
jokes is a very comfortable situation.
Yeah, jokes are only good if you explain them. Yeah. And then talk to us about format. So you've gone episode by episode and landing.
We have. We're a sequential show. We started with Star Trek: The Next Generation. We followed that with Deep Space Nine, and now we're in season 2 of Voyager.
Wow.
What are the takeaways? Because you started this with a love for the show already.
Sure.
Going back and re-examining, was it kind of, were you sort of surprised? Like, ooh, that actually doesn't hold up, or better than I thought?
The show is really about the relationship between me and my co-host, Benjamin R. Harrison, not here.
Yes.
Lost all of his money last night and had to leave.
Yeah, that's tragedy.
For real?
No.
Okay.
See, the joke. The joke is that he was here, but then they were playing.
Super gullible for as mean as I am. I'm also very gullible.
What an adorable combination.
You can fuck me over really easy. Sorry. Carry on.
Earl, just bleep that out.
Sorry,
We're fine.
Earl.
I mean, I'm sure this is an experience a lot of you guys have, but like my relationship with Ben, like the foundation of it is Star Trek. We found out we could be friends because we started talking about Star Trek together. And then we started making dick and fart jokes about Star Trek together.
Bleep that
As
too,
one
Earl.
does. Yeah, thank you, Earl. Yeah.
And that turned into the podcast that we make.
Right.
So how do you have a community now, or people just like want to be your friends?
We do. The show's popularity surprises us every week. Sounds like there are some friends of DeSoto out there. That is our term of affection for our viewers, which is also a thing that we call them.
I
It's
have
an
the
audio
challenge
medium.
coin. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, I
about
brought
that.
more challenge coins.
Whoa.
Do you have one?
Oh my God.
All right.
Wow.
Let's
Glad you got one.
help
There you go.
other pocket.
How did those do at the craps table?
Yeah, we've got
There
a
you go.
Kevin Uxbridge challenge coin.
Yes. Yes.
Friends of DeSoto. How sweet is that? Wait,
Yeah.
is this mine now? No.
Oh, it's yours.
Oh my God.
Do you
cool.
already have that one?
I have
We've
one,
made
yes.
different challenge
Oh
coins.
yeah,
for
yeah.
every,
There's one
live show
proudly
tour
on
we
my
do.
desk.
So what
at home.
exactly
Yeah.
is that?
A challenge coin is something that you keep in your pocket, and then when someone asks you if you're a friend of DeSoto,
You're like,
You have to give it to them.
boom.
that's sort of the challenge question, and then the answer is best boss I ever had.
Wow. Because if you say, "Are you a friend of Bill?" that means you're an alcoholic.
Right.
So
yeah, yeah.
they're a podaholic.
Yeah.
For you
Yeah.
guys. Got it.
You just
Cool.
joined a cult, so you're welcome.
It's a very
Yeah.
friendly cult.
Very good. So what is the long-term plan for the show? Because like with Mission Log, we started, and then a week later somebody emailed and said, guess what? You're going to be at this for 14.9 years. And we're like, oh, we didn't think about that.
Yeah. The feedback
so-
we got was similar to that, except it was like, why are you doing this? Mission Log already does a
No,
podcast.
no.
Oh my
Okay, all right, wait.
God.
All right, so shout out, Trek Geeks, Dan and Bill.
Yeah.
All right, so I love them dearly. They're
Uh-huh.
awesome, and they started their show, and within like a couple of weeks, somebody emailed them and said, "Your show is good. You should try to be more like Mission Log." And but I got back to it, was like, hell no, that is not how you do podcast. You do your thing. You find your niche.
Right.
And you do what is true to you.
That's
know?
how we felt the
Yeah.
whole time. Like
Yeah.
we are a very different show from
Yeah.
yours or anyone
Yeah,
else's
yeah.
because of the dick and fart jokes.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
wait to listen. I don't know
There's
how this has passed me over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been great. We've been doing it for I think 6 years now. And
Wow.
luckily there's an inexhaustible supply of new Star Trek shows coming. So
Tell
I
me
plan
about
on
it.
doing this for the rest of my life.
I
Yeah.
I have a very caplage, you're right, but I'm very sad. When will you do the original series?
Oh, I think that's going to be the one that we circle back around to. Like
Oh, cool.
we started
keep
with
on
Star
making
Trek: The Next
shows,
Generation.
But if you
Yeah.
keep on making new shows,
Yeah.
that's impossible.
Well, that's why
I'm
we have
very
two
upset.
Star Trek podcasts. We have the new Star Trek podcast about all the new Star Trek shows, and then we have the mainline Greatest Generation show where we're doing.
Okay, I
Classic
can't be
Star
too
Trek.
map at you. All right.
No,
Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
can if you try.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
hiding it well.
All right. All right.
most
Very-
people are very mad at me.
That's a good
This is how it
podcast.
goes.
Then.
And then tell us about the convention experience. How many of these have you come to?
I
Remind me
think
again.
this is my fifth convention, my fifth Star Trek Las Vegas.
But you're not here professionally. You're not recording or anything. So what are you getting out of it as a fan? Like, what's the draw here?
The social,
besides
the
us.
social aspect is the best part. We spent all day yesterday out at a pool cabana. That's why I look sunburned and hungover.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we just had a great time with listeners of the show. And I just love hanging out with our friends. That's why I'm here. That's the main draw for me.
And then we recruited you to do this.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so far, no regrets.
Oh, nice. So far.
Yeah.
We still got another 15 minutes to go. So
Right.
And he's
let
got
those
some money,
regrets go.
so let's get this for some
Exactly.
crap.
Yeah.
So
Take your money.
I tell you what, let us bring out our next guest. We have been so fortunate to meet individuals from the Roddenberrys, who I believe they're up to 1,026,
Keep on pulling people out of the vendors area.
making them honorary Roddenberrys.
Oh no, actual
Roddenberrys.
to be in the band.
Speaking of a cult. So we're going to bring him out now. He is Kevin, but we like to call him Smiles O'Hiren. We'll get the lowdown on that. Here he is from the Roddenberry, Smiles O'Hiren. Welcome.
Come
Oh,
live.
and there we go. We'll take a mic and shift. There you go.
Welcome.
Oh, hi, Kayla.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
still here.
We're so popular.
We are.
Hello.
Smiles. Welcome.
Welcome.
All right.
For
The
having
question for everybody in the Roddenberrys: what do you do in this magnificent Rube Goldberg-esque machine that is the Roddenberrys?
me. I am the tour manager and also their chief engineer,
Chief engineer. So
Dang.
tech guy.
tech guy.
So you put together all the stuff.
Exactly.
But
right
wait,
on.
then, do you wear this while you do that?
Absolutely.
Holy moly! That is a lot of like commitment.
Yeah, these are all designed by one of our lead singers. He did 16 of these before he came out. So
Oh,
This is-
this
this
is
is
not a
our-
normal thing.
no,
You
this
guys,
is our new for this convention.
That's
So we
Whoa.
change it every time we do a show.
so then you get to
Oh.
buy these. We can buy them after you're all done with them.
Maybe.
If you don't keep it, right? So if you have been to the main stage, or if you've been fortunate enough to see their cabaret show on
Yes.
Wednesday,
Right.
they're performing all over the place.
Yeah, we're performing in this room right on this stage at 10:30 tomorrow or Saturday night.
Oh, that's the late night 60s, 70s theme party, I believe.
We've got a lot of
You-
fun things.
Yeah,
going on that
yeah.
night.
You're prepared. You brought no? Yeah, you did.
I brought the Quaaludes and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's not what I meant, but sure.
He went like this, and he's lying. He doesn't want you all to know he's asked me to bring them.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. You got Quaaludes? Wow, because those were
They're
like
they're diluted at this point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just took a handful of barbiturates backstage. That's kind of my speed.
Well, that's what I say. There's coffee and donuts and barbiturates. That's how we get you on the show. You're welcome.
It's a struggle.
Thank you.
Otherwise.
Yeah. All right. And I love the stage name, Smiles O'Hiren. You might be revealing something about yourself. Tell us how
Also
the
barbiturates too.
all right. Tell us how the name came about. I love it. I dig it.
So I've been their chief engineer we've been together for
Wait,
8
let's get the mic a little bit closer.
There
we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
I've been their chief engineer for 8 years, and we was always kind of trying to come up with a name for myself. And each Roddenberry has their own specific stage name. So finally, they just decided on Smiles O'Hiren. And
So wait a minute. All 3,600 of you, I have to learn the real name and the stage name.
exactly.
That's a lot of names. Okay. All right.
What's your favorite song that y'all do?
Probably Salt Sucker.
We've been getting the greatest names. So there. So
I'm so
just-
glad you said that.
Wait, to the tune of.
It is Hall and Oates. Maneater.
Oh my
Man-
God! Thank you.
Oh my God! Of course.
So,
Okay.
what? Just for those of you that don't know, because we have met a couple of you throughout
Yeah.
the week, they will take a top 40 rock song and make it Trek. And it's not just Trek that you guys can do, right?
No, we do everything. We cover Doctor Who. We do a little Star Wars.
Who are you? Right?
Yeah,
Who- who-
that's-
Yeah, so what we say is we have these top 40 songs and we Trekify everything. So we rewrite all the lyrics. We come up with characters for our cabaret show. So our whole cabaret, we have a lot of dancers that travel with us. We have 3 lead singers, and we're always.
Do you have a
switching up.
private jet? How are you doing this?
I know, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
We have
You're-
a transporter.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Shit. Shoot.
Earl, bleep that out.
I'm sorry. No one said don't curse, but I've tried so hard up until today. I'm so tired.
You can't
No,
hold it
I'm
back
joking.
anymore.
What?
No, you're not. You can't hold it back
No, I
anymore.
can't.
is that-
After
okay.
last night's absinthe show, it's
Which
all
was filthy,
hanging
but
out.
great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. All
So,
right.
PG-13. We're back to it.
Fair enough.
Did you get the green fairy drink there?
I didn't because you know why? I don't think it was real absinthe, and I am not gonna. Is it? We're going back.
is.
Yeah, yeah. You can get real absinthe in the U.S.
Well, because
now,
there's
so, yeah.
because there's some like absinthe.
Yeah.
I thought it was absinthe. Okay. All right.
No.
I made a mistake.
You did the air quotes both times.
Yeah.
That's not how you do air quotes.
I do air quotes just fine.
Barbiturates.
Adam, what's going on? So when you said I'm going to be a chief engineer for my life, when did you know you'd be doing this job?
No.
Yeah. What's the background? What got you here? What got you to the Roddenberrys? Because
So I started in stage management.
Okay.
And also I'm a filmmaker and work in film. And then I've just been doing a lot of music over the years also. And I met the Roddenberrys working through a company we used to have in Philly. And we've just been growing from there. And it just kind of seemed like the right job for me.
I take it you must have been a science fiction and/or Star Trek fan well before.
Yes.
Okay.
But I actually started in horror and then I moved into sci-fi.
Which is why we're going to talk about a horror later today.
Exactly.
I look forward to that a lot. What's your horror jam? What's your what do you go to? Are you like
from outer space?
oh my God, yes. That one person knows that movie. Yes. Oh, and it's Andy. Okay. Very good. So I definitely look forward to that. And then how many of these have you been coming to?
Our first one we were invited to play was the 50th. So we came out here for the 50th and
Right
played
on.
on this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Roddenberry Stage was awesome. And now we're returning after 5 years, a 5-year gap of not having the Roddenberry Stage.
5-year mission, yeah.
Yeah, I love
Wow, you were in space.
it. You have a book
Oh my God,
because we have a thing to talk about.
we have a thing to talk about. Well, we have so many wonderful guests.
We have so many guests.
With
Thing
wonderful.
to talk about.
Yeah. And she said, wonderful guests. Yeah.
You could feel it whether I did the air quotes or not. I can't wait to be a guest on your podcast. I'm going to ruin you.
Looking forward to it.
If you think Dick and Bart jokes are funny. So we do have a book. My point in mentioning our wonderful guests
Yes,
is there's so many awesome names out there.
there
names,
are.
Names are important, John.
Yes, they are.
How do you like being named
otherwise
after
I
a
wouldn't-
toilet?
Wow, really? Really?
I'm just saying this book won't tell you that, but
Sure, no,
it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's the thing.
So someone's celebrating a very special day today.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
What's that person's name?
That person is Alex.
Alex, who has been pouring you coffee,
Yes.
who has been giving you donuts, who has been giving you smiles behind a mask and you can't see. He is.
And he's walking around with one of the Centennial shirts,
Oh, that's
the
right.
Unity shirt. Yes. Uh-huh.
That you can get online. There's QR codes. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yes.
There's
On the table 10's QR code. Do the
Perfect.
thing, scan the thing, you get the thing.
So many things. I'm not
Yeah.
here for information. Anyway, my friend Scott Rubin wrote a book called Naming Your Little Geek. And yes, sure, there's all sorts of like names. You could look at it as an index, but it's also where you can find almost any name in all sorts of geeky IP.
Yes.
It took him 4 years to compile everything from there's almost the Lower Decks isn't on there because this book came out right before, but every Star Trek person under the sun is in this book and then some. So I thought in order to celebrate Alex's birthday.
Yes. You're going to do a dramatic reading.
Yes. Okay. Ooh.
So
as
yes.
a Klingon.
So we learn what Alex's,
Alex.
there we go.
Alexander. Another frequently used A name, Alex. And its longer form derived from ancient Greek for protector of men.
Wow.
Has been around a long time and appeared in various media. In 1969, we saw the addition of mutant and brother of Cyclops, Alex Summers, aka Havoc, to Marvel Comics. I'm going to stop. X-Men roster. And in 1979, the Black Hole, the inimitable.
Inimitable.
Thank you.
Great word.
Anthony Perkins
You're welcome.
played the noble scientist, Dr. Alex Durant. I'm not going to give away Scott's IP, but let me see if it says while most characters shorten the name, some stick with a longer form. What's interesting about your name? Let's see if we can find out.
See, now with
keep him away from black oil and don't trust him with all of your secrets. Can we trust you with our secrets, Alex? Yep, that's
Okay.
exactly,
Right.
which means you shouldn't. So happy birthday, Alex.
Yes.
Yay. I convinced Scott to bring his book, and he's going to give you $5 off if you want to bother him and buy it from
He's sitting
him.
at the table back
So
there.
$20 for an amazing compendium of awesome names. Your name is in there. A character I played is in this book. It's very, very cool and very sweet. So if you want one, go bother him. He's the weird guy over there.
See what I love.
That I vouch for.
What I love is that you learn something about your own name, people in your family. Maybe you're an expectant parent. You could pick out a name, or if you have a child, rename that child.
That's probably the
Just
better way.
change their name.
That's the better way to go about it. But
Yeah.
so as someone who is cold and dead inside and will never find a partner, I'll probably
Mhm.
just use this book for our RPG games or like to
good.
name my computer or car or something like that.
Wow, good plan.
But also I was named.
Thank you for sharing that sad existence with our
It's-
audience.
It's part of my brand.
Yeah.
So I'm named Jessica. It was the most popular name in 1985, 1986, and 1987, which made a hellish middle school and high school situation for
Ooh,
me.
I bet.
I was relegated to Jessica the Third for a minute, and then some other mean Jessica said, "No, your name is Frank now." So it was just like a cool, I know, sad guys. It was a cool piece of information to know why so many people were named Jessica, probably for Jessica Lange or something like that.
Sure.
I was named after Jessica, Lady Jessica from Dune, and it's talked about all here in this book. And I feel like
Nice.
try pointing me to another girl in the 80s that's named after Jessica from Dune.
Well, that's great. That's awesome. See, now when I think about Alex, I will just think about Worf's poor neglected son and what an awful father Worf is.
And it's all there in the book.
And I know it's tragic, right? Worf is terrible. Like between Worf and Sarek, Star Trek has daddy issues. Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow we will pour you coffee.
Yes. Yes. So thank you again and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
As we wind down, just have a few minutes left. And what I think is cool about our panel this morning is that we have very different sort of relationships to Star Trek. So I want to sort of just go down and very quickly talk about the appeal, the draw, what drives your Star Trek fandom, because Kayla, you come from this scientific point of view. You have a foot in the fan world and the professional world of Star Trek as well. You've been covering for a Trek movie for so long. And then we'll talk to Adam because comedy has been a driving force and your friendship's been a driving force. And you're just a
Just
nut
answering
with
for
a
them right
band.
now.
Well,
Yeah, thanks, John.
We don't need to get there
I'm giving them
anyway.
a prompt. They get a prompt and then go.
You have 30 seconds. Go.
Yeah. So,
Yes, agree.
yes. Okay.
Well, I have to say though, this book is super cool. I thumbed through it before we came on stage, but it's a shame that it came out before Lower Decks because it won't have the
Peanut hamper?
best name ever derived, Peanut Hamper.
Yeah, that's
Sorry to
true.
take the joke away from you, but holy moly, you're so right. I will write in peanut hamper for you if you want me
There
to.
you
I
go.
have very nice handwriting.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
Scott I'll let him keep the $5 off if he'll add a page insert about Peanut Hamper.
Cool.
That sounds exactly right.
Yeah.
It would be the only entry for either peanut or hamper,
Or
I'm
hamper.
sure.
You go to Hamper, it's like C Peanuts.
So yes.
That's what she's excited about.
Yes.
That's what I'm excited. I'm the most excited about Lower Decks right now, to be
Yeah.
honest. But yeah, my connection to Trek, like you said, like John so eloquently already put it for me. Is I'm a scientist. I'm a volcanologist, means I study volcanoes, not Vulcans. Yes, I get that a lot. Moving on. I work at NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. Dream job that I've been at for a couple of years now. First permanent position. Feels nice to have landed somewhere outside the world of academia. But yeah, it's, I grew up watching Sally Ride and Captain Picard and Beverly Crusher, hashtag Team Bev.
Nice.
I hope I didn't get this band in trouble by wearing this shirt. Like,
No, I've already Spotified them
Oh, good.
and have added
Oh,
them
cool.
to my, I can't
Great.
wait to listen to this band.
Nice.
Yeah, so the things that I took from Trek when I was growing up, and like a lot of you probably, I watched it with my parents, so it gave me a really strong connection to my parents. It was a family thing for me. My parents would watch it every week when it would come out, and I would kind of be there. So it was just around, right? And it's interesting when you talk to people because I assumed everyone had a similar experience. And some people say, well, what I saw was the human aspect, or what I saw was the adventure. What I saw was, some people are ship people. I have such a hard time identifying ships. People are like, that's the refit. I'm like, yeah, right. I know. Yeah.
Yes.
But like, I always saw the science part. So it was the analytical part. And like one of my favorite episodes is a Beverly episode, Remember Me,
Oh, sure.
where she gets trapped in her own
Yeah.
bubble universe and then people start
If
disappearing.
there's nothing wrong with me,
there
there must be something wrong with the universe.
Which
Thank
is
you,
what
everybody.
science is
Yes.
about.
There you go.
Oh, Beverly is my role model. I love her so
Oh,
much. Oh, Gates McFadden, what a wonderful person. She's got a podcast now
Yes.
too. And it's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. Very cool. And then Adam, tell us about the comedy podcast.
Thank you for
Your
using the air
connection.
quotes.
Yes.
We love callbacks on our show.
Yes.
You're a
That's
total
the way it
pro.
works. That's
Don't give him an ego.
more than I have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
We're talking about
He nailed it. No, he was funny. So moving
yeah,
on.
you gotta okay, and then just now in 10, 20 seconds, your draw. What is your connection to Star Trek? What drives that fandom?
I mean, I think it's the easiest and fastest social currency there is. I think if you're with a possible friend or a good person, if they're into Star Trek, and if you can laugh about it, that would make it even better. But like Ben and I weren't friends before we started talking about Star Trek. Star Trek made us friends. Our shared love of the show did. So I think,
Also dicks and farts.
Also, we love dick and fart jokes.
Yes, yeah, very good.
So new future Ben out here today, maybe. Not to replace him, but like another.
Well,
new
maybe.
friend.
Are you?
Maybe.
Is this an audition?
How did I do?
You got to do better.
Oh, just like all the other
Shameless.
Jessicas in my life.
So right.
Okay,
wrap-
Frank.
Wrapping it up with you, Smiles.
So my connection with Star Trek. So I used to watch it with my dad, and we used to play chess, and that's how I learned how to play chess. We used to sit on the couch, and we used to watch reruns of Star Trek: Next Generation. So I didn't really know there was other Star Trek before that, but I definitely was always thinking when I was watching it, how do those doors open? And I was like, oh, it's just two guys. I want to be one of those guys.
Holy moly.
Brilliant.
Again, something you can pull from it and like everyone else can. Like your interest is able to be found in Star Trek in one way or another.
Exactly. Hidden
Wow.
behind the wall.
You're the chief engineer. See, and you saw the engineering in it.
Exactly.
I love it. Look, we got to wrap it up. I'm sorry to say huge thank you to our guests. Huge thank you to our live audience who are incredible. Thank you to everybody who's been watching online. And remember, tomorrow, so Saturday and Sunday, we're here at 9 a.m. But you'll be here, right? Yes.
Donuts.
So, but you need to validate our existence by being here at 9 o'clock both days. Thank you to Kelsey, to Claire, to the birthday boy, Alex. Thank you to Matt, our local tech producer. Thank you to Earl, our remote producer.
Go get your book because it's exciting.
Yes, and thank you to Eagle Moss. Yes, get name that geek. Name that baby geek. Naming your little geek by Scott Rubin. And thank you to Eagle Moss. Remember StarTrekLasVegas.com. 15% off with Trek 15 through Monday. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.